Yes, Roj, thanks. Hare Krishna, everyone. So we'll begin our shloka recitation with paying our obeisances to the beautiful lordships of ISKCON Shri Shashadripuram Jagannath Mandir. Baldeva Prabhu ki jai, Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Lord Jagannatha ki jai, Panch Tattva ki jai, Gaur Nitai ki jai, Lord Vaman Dev ki jai, Lord Parashurama ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai. Hare Krishna. Our prayers. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we are in chapter 7, knowledge of the absolute, and today we will be doing shloka 7.6 of Bhagavad Gita. एताद्योनिनि भूतानि सर्वानिति उपाधारया अहं कृत्स्नस्य जगता प्रभाव प्रलयस्ततः. Translation: all created beings have their source in these two natures. Of all that is material and all that is spiritual in this world, know for certain that I am both the origin and the dissolution. So in this ongoing discussion, knowledge of the absolute, the discussion, Lord Krishna is saying that to Arjuna that all created beings have their source in these two natures, and he's referring to material and spiritual natures, and he's saying that he is the origin and the dissolution of both. So let's see what Srila Prabhupada has explained. One second. So Srila Prabhupada gives explanation that everything here that exists in this world is a product of matter and spirit, that is material and spiritual. Etat yonini, the different forms or species of life such as human beings, cows, dogs, ants, trees, plants, etc. All the species, 8.4 million species, every one of these are all living beings. But according to our karma, we have got different bodies, different types of bodies according to our karma. Because of desires and karma, we've got different dresses. So different bodies are being compared as different dresses. So Sarvani Bhutani, all living entities, are part and parcel of Krishna. But because we refuse to cooperate with Krishna and we wanted to enjoy material life independently, therefore we have now got different forms of, but Krishna is whether material or spiritual, any kind of thing comes from Krishna. Just like father is the cause of the sons, but the sons may be different. Father can have many sons, but all the sons might not be same, they might be different. Similarly, we are originally all part and parcels or sons of God, that is Lord Shri Krishna, and therefore God's qualities are there in us. So we are like qualitatively same, quantitatively we are different. Krishna is all absolute truth. We are infinitesimal, very minute in quantity, but we are infinitesimal, very small, but quality, we have the same quality. Just like if we take a drop of water from the ocean, so the ocean water is salty. It is a salty taste. If you take a drop of water from the ocean, it will be of the same quality. That is, it will be salty in nature, but in quantity, ocean is magnanimous, gigantic, whereas a drop is a drop, very minute. So this is called achintya bheda bheda. That is simultaneously one and different, and yet different. That is quality, one in quality but different in quantity. So although God, so like God is all spirit, always is completely spiritual, never under the control of material potency, which is also His part. We, so the God is independent. We are dependent on Lord, but because of this contamination, we try to enjoy this independence, and because of this infinitesimal, minute nature, we are now controlled by the material. God is always good. He never loses. He is always in his real position. He is God. He is absolute truth. Whereas we, because of our tendency to enjoy material nature, although we are dependent, we try to enjoy independence. We get conditioned. We become. We are now bad. Although quality-wise, we are like God, which is always good. So, but why we have become bad, or we are currently acting bad? Why is it like this? So what is the solution to this? So why is it, first of all, why is it like that? Because we are now differently dressed, because we have got this material dress body, and because of our karma, to a tendency to enjoy, we have got different types of body. Dehatma buddhi. A dog is thinking that I'm dog, man is thinking I'm a man. So another species like cat and etc., they're all thinking that they are according to the dress or the body they have. So it is neither cat, dog, or human being. We are spirit soul, part and parcel of God. Aham Brahmasmi. This is self-realization. I am not this body, but spirit soul. So Pandita Samadarshina, which we came across in Bhagavad Gita 5th chapter, therefore those learned scholars, they do not find any difference between one body or another, between a cat or animal's body and a Brahmana, because the Brahmana is also a living entity, and so is the cat, is also a living entity, although differently dressed. So a learned scholar know this, and thus he doesn't differentiate. And how do we rectify this mistake? Well, to rectify this mistake, we have to realize that we are not this body, and that this body is our external covering, like recently just we mentioned, like a dress. So we are spirit soul always, and we are part and parcel of Krishna always. That is the stage of liberation. And now we are acting according to the covering, that is material body dress. Surupena vyavasthiti. When we shall not act according to the covering, that is the dress or the body we have, but according to our constitutional position, at that time, that is a liberated platform. We are in a liberated stage. Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means that we understand that we are part and parcel of Krishna, and therefore our duty is to serve Krishna. And this is self-realization, this is liberation, and we act in that constitutional position, that is Krishna consciousness. Krishna. That so when we are fully convinced about this fact that we are part and parcel of Krishna, and our only duty is to serve Krishna and to please him, then we are liberated. This is Krishna consciousness. This is science of bhakti or bhakti science, and which means to purify. Although now we are in contaminated or conditioned state, material state, but we are eternally spiritual, and we are servant of Krishna. And to purify is to through Krishna consciousness or the science of bhakti. So we have come across this Cheto Darpana Marjanam, that is cleansing the mirror of the mind from this material eternally, from this time immemorial contamination. Ever since we first came into the material world, we have been getting conditioned, contaminated again and again every time we take birth. So we need to cleanse our mind of this conditioning. So we are differently conscious right now because of the material conditioning. Somebody is thinking I'm American, another person is thinking I'm Indian, and so and so. And this is all material identification. This is not our real identification. The real identification is when we think that, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned, Jivera Surupa Haya Nitya Krishna Dasa. That is, self-realization. That is, we are eternally, Jiva's eternal Swarupa. Swarupa is that he is eternally servant of Krishna. So says that all these are called, the bodies, the water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, ego, and although they're material, they are also emanating from Krishna, this Prakriti. The difference is that this Prakriti, they are not in touch with Krishna, but it's Krishna's energy, external energy. Um, so this material world is also emanating from Krishna. And Krishna says that Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. That is, I am the origin of everything. Everything here means, like mentioned, everything here means two things: Jada, that is material, and Chetana, spiritual, spirit, matter and spirit. Matter is coming from Krishna, and the spirit is also coming from Krishna. And Krishna says that he is the original cause of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of matter, he is the cause of spirit. Everything is from Brahman. Krishna is the supreme Brahman. And Krishna says that everything is coming from him. So in conclusion, when Krishna says that etad yonini, although this yoni, the different types of living entities, 8.4 million species, they are all caused by me. Krishna says that they are all caused by me. Aham Krishnasya. Krishnasya means of everyone. Their body is also mine, and they are spirit soul, they are also mine. So everything belongs to Krishna. Everything is his potency. So therefore, this body, which we claim as ours, it is, Krishna says that, which we say that it is my body, it is not my body. It is, we have to realize that this belongs to Krishna, because this is made from material energy of Krishna, right? It belongs to Krishna. Krishna is giving us because of our desire to enjoy, because of karma we incurred from time immemorial, every time we took birth. Just like a father gives the dress to children, actually the dress although belongs to the father. So similarly, Krishna has given us this body. So when we understand that this body is also Krishna's energy, I am also Krishna's energy, right? The body is material, I am spiritual. Body is Krishna's energy, I am spiritual, and I am also Krishna's energy. My intelligence is also Krishna's energy, and my identification is also with Krishna, only with Krishna. In this way, and our identification is that we are eternally servant of Krishna. And in this way, when we realize fully, then that is Krishna consciousness. That is the liberated state. That is the science of bhakti. So this external body is undergoing the change, not the spirit soul. The spirit soul is individual, Krishna is individual, and it continues to be so eternally. Every one of us, we were individual in the past, we are individual at the present moment, and we will continue to be in future. But when we are covered by this, which is material potency of Krishna, external potency of Krishna, this individuality becomes differentiated, conditioned, and we start seeing and experiencing things materially, right? If it were not so, then we would not be able to enjoy independently, or so we would feel that we would not be able to experience independence because of our desire to enjoy independently. Krishna created this material world, and he gave us a material body according to our desire and karma to enjoy, thinking that we are different or independent, whereas that is not the case. So that is how it is, and we are now covered in this material body condition. Otherwise, even though we are individual, we are spirit soul, qualitatively we are one, that is, we are spiritual, just like Krishna, but quantitatively he is absolute truth, he is everything, and we are infinitesimal, very minute. And when we don't have any material contamination, and we realize that our relationship with Krishna is permanent. He is the supreme master, we are eternal servant. Krishna is the origin, he is the master, he is Prabhu, he is Bhagwan, and we are emanation from Krishna. Krishna is the cause and source of everything. We are Krishna's servant eternally. So this relationship continues It's just we need to realize this, come to our real swarupa, remove this material condition. So then there is no impediment on account of this bodily covering. So even in this body, when we realize this relationship in Krishna consciousness, then that is a stage of liberation, and we are progressing in Krishna consciousness in the science of bhakti. So Krishna says that Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. When we are not contaminated or conditioned by the body, when we remain pure, and with that senses in such a state, when we serve Krishna, that is liberation, and that is called bhakti. That is science of Krishna consciousness. So this is how it is. So everything, the source of everything is Krishna, whether material or spiritual. He is the cause of everything. He is the cause of all causes. Hare Krishna. So I thank you all for joining for this morning shloka and chanting and shloka recitation session. We'll continue our Bhagavad Gita shloka recitation tomorrow or next shloka. Please join. Hare Krishna.